You do that, mate.
We should be live now, 10-2. You're late.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Rebels Radio. You're going to have to bear with me a little bit here. We've got no tannoy announcer today, so I'm just going to go and do the tannoy announcer. So I'll do all of it together, and you can have to listen in, and then we'll go to the commentary in a second. Hold on a second. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Arbour Park for today's FA Trophy build-based game between Slough Town and Weston Super Mare. We'll run through the two sides for you just quickly for you. I'd like to welcome the players, officials and supporters of Weston Super Mare to Arbour Park for the second time they've come down this season. And this third qualifying match between the two. We'd also like to welcome the referee, Mr. Lee Brennan, and his team to Arbour Park. And we've got a few bits of information for you as well. Today's game ends in a draw. Then there will be a replay on Tuesday the 27th of November, 7:45. There will be a Slough Town supporters coach going to that game. If you do want to get in contact, Jeff Hill is down at the gazebo down the turnstile 4, and you can do that and get all the details of what time it leaves there. Next Sunday obviously sees Slough Town in the FA Cup second round. We will be at home to Gillingham. Gates will open at 12:30. There are tickets on sale to the left of us by the turnstile 1 in the big black gazebo down that side. We also have the 500 club membership, and basically what you do is you fill in your bank details, we run off with your money, and that's the last of it. In theory, actually, it's just 60 quid for a year, and you get put into a draw, and every draw is held once a month, and you can win prizes. The current top prize stands at £272, and there are 4 cash prizes to be won. Congratulations to the Supporters Trust. It's cleared its 200 mark for the first time, and it's its 7th year of growth for the Supporters Trust. And if you're a Slough Town fan and you haven't joined the Supporters Trust, you can do that to the blue gazebo to our right of the main stand. The Trust has also managed to get a deal with the Moon and Spoon pub in Slough High Street, and as from December the 1st, the Moon and Spoon will be offering 20% discount on meals for any of the Trust members. You must produce your Trust card to obtain that 20% off. They also, Christmas draw tickets are on sale, and you can get those at the front as well. Please note that this is an FA Trophy competition, and with the FA rules there are restrictions on the consumption of alcohol during the period of the game. Therefore the bars will stop serving at 2:45, which is already gone, so if you missed it, you're too late. And it won't open again until after the full-time whistle here this afternoon. There are soft drinks and tea bars and hot food around the ground at the top and on the downstairs level as well. Please note that Arbour Park is a no smoking and vaping facility. If you do wish to smoke or vape, you will need to go to the entrance that you came out of, and you'll get a hand stamp, and you can smoke out there as well. Slough Town is a member of the Enjoy the Match Respect campaign, and therefore we ask all players, supporters and officials to behave accordingly and support a friendly atmosphere for all. If you observe any harassment or inappropriate behaviour, please report this to a club steward. Please do not stand in the yellow hatched areas during play, and do not sit in any unreserved seats. The club would also like to be considerate to neighbours when you leave here this afternoon. We'll quickly run through the two sides for you this afternoon, starting with our visitors, Weston Super Mare, who will be playing in white shirts, black shorts and white socks. In goal is Luke Purnell, 2 Alex Byrne, 3 George Nurse, 4 is the captain Jacob Kane, 5 Jason Pope, 6 Matthew Bauer, 7 is Jake Lee, 8 Naby Diallo, 9 Marlon Jackson, 10 is Jennison Myrie Williams, and 11 is Gethin Hill. Substitutes for Weston Super Mare this afternoon are 12 Lewis McGrory, 13 is the goalkeeper Liam Kingston, 14 Ben Swallow, 15 Jamie Lucas, and 16 is Tom Llewellyn. For the Rebels, in their normal kit of amber shirts with navy shorts and navy socks, in goal is Jack Turner, 2 Sean Fraser, 3 Guy Hollis, 4 Sam Togwell, 5 Mark Nisbet, who's the captain, 6 is Simon Dunn, 7 is James Dobson, 8 Manny Williams, 9 Ben Harris, 10 Chris Flood, and 11 is Louis Swords. Substitutes for the Rebels this afternoon are 12 George Wells, 14 Lee Togwell, 15 Scott Davies, 16 is Warren Harris, 18 is Maddie Stevens. Your referee today is Mr. Lee Brennan. His 2 assistants are Jerry Heron and Daniel Doyle. And there you go. So my apologies there. We had to do the tannoy, so that's why it sounded all very professional. Well, didn't sound professional at all, really. But there you go. My apologies there. So you've got those kind of details. I've just run through the team with you as well. Apologies. I think I'm going to have to be doing the tannoy and the scoreboard throughout today's game. So there you go. We've got to do the tannoy in a second as well when the players come out. So just bear with me for a second. We are trying to cope and do everything there. If you would like to get in contact with us, you can contact us on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio, or if you're listening on the chat room, then you can come through there. David Randall is back home, and we're just waiting for the two sides to come out here. Hold on a second, we've got to do this. So just waiting for the two sides to come out for today's game. I'm just going to get a signal when they come out. We're just doing the tannoy, so don't worry about us. We'll do that. We'll come back to doing the commentary in a second and stuff. We're just waiting for the two sides to come out of the tunnel. David Randall's not very well, but he's out of hospital, and he went to the game on Tuesday. And are you going to do that? Oh, Keith, well done. Oh, brilliant. It's on. It's on now. So just wait. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. They're coming out in a second, mate. I was doing that, so someone's taking the tannoy off me, which is great. All we need now is someone to do the commentary, and we're sorted. Right, so other games in the FA Trophy featuring teams from the National League South. It's Basingstoke Town versus Torquay United, Chippenham versus Wingate Finchley, Concord Rangers versus Willstone, all NLS clash there. Dorchester versus Hungerford Town, another clash coming up. Eastbourne Borough versus Dartford, National League South clash. Hampton and Richmond Borough versus Billericay, another National League South clash. It's Horsham versus Bath City, Lewis versus Hemel Hempstead, Oxford City versus Chelmsford City, Salisbury versus East Thurrock United, Truro versus Greenwich Borough, Welling United versus Dulwich, and Weymouth versus St Albans, and Woking versus Folkestone and Victor. There is one on Sunday, that's Gloucester City versus Biggleswade. So just for ticket information, tickets are on sale at the moment. How the ground will be segregated for next Sunday, or segregated into 4 areas. So the east side stand will be for Gillingham and that whole east area, and then you'll be the 2 goal areas behind the goal, the north and the south ends. They will actually just be behind the goal areas. You won't be able to go out from behind those, apart through to the T-bars and whatever. And then the west stand, which will be the west stand and the standing areas to the side of the west stand, those are the other bits as well. So the two sides just start to come out here. Bitterly cold Saturday afternoon, and yeah, sorry, you got the teams there. You can nip my team sheet. And we are today. There is myself, John Porter, the general manager here, our club secretary Kay Lathy, plus Bakes and Unders. We're all going to be sleeping out tonight for charity. So if you haven't had time to donate, if you go to the website, it's mydonate.bt.com. And if you go /fundraisers /STFC, if you could donate there, we'd be ever so grateful for you to put a couple of quid towards that total. We are raising for a homeless shelter for people in Slough, presumably from January to March, which are the coldest months, but it's absolutely freezing.
So today's lineup: in goal from Weston Super Mare, number 1, Luke Purnell, number 2.
Sorry, we're just helping the new tannoy man out because our normal tannoy man hasn't turned out. So there you go. So we are just waiting for our referee to call the. He's just waiting his players over. 5 changes for the Slough for the game from Tuesday evening. So coming into the side: Sean Fraser, Guy Hollis, Manny Williams, Ben Harris, and Louis Saws. And it is quite a windy day. In my notes I just go, oh geez, I just realised someone's giving me the scoreboard to do as well. Okay, so there you go. So I thought I'd got away with doing half of these jobs, and then it turns out that I haven't. So I've got to do the scoreboard as well.
And for the Rebels, in goal, Jack Turner.
So we're doing the scoreboard, and that, so the players are just going through the handshakey malarkey things here, and we'll have that going today. It's all been a bit hectic here today, selling the tickets for the FA Cup game and whatever. So it's all going on. It's all going on today. So freezing cold,
Chris Flood.
and
Number 11, Lewis
we're short of people. For me as well. Now all I've got to do is get we've got to do, there you go, internet back. There we go, a bit buffer in there. So there you go. It's Weston Super Mare be shooting from left to right. They also had the kick-off here this afternoon, and Slough will therefore go right to left, obviously. It's just waiting for our referee to wait till 3 o'clock. He looks like he's going to be happy in a second. He's going to do it today. Oh, come on, ref, get on with it. Get on with it. It's taken about 8 different watches. And there you go, that's the start of the game. And it's played back here to Diallo for Weston Super Mare, in here towards Lee. And Lee plays it back here. It looks like 2 tall centre-backs here for Weston Super Mare. It's played forward here by Pope. Ball for Jackson to chase, but it's picked out here by Guy Hollis, who's playing right back. So it looks like Slough gone free at the back, actually, isn't it? Ball's here now, here with Pope. Pope being chased down by Ben Harris. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Purnell. Purnell takes his time on the ball. And Weston Super Mare play it on the far-hand side. Chris Flood trying to get there, and it's going to be Bauer, who turns under pressure and clears, and gets a good clearance up the field here. Flicked on here towards Jackson from Diallo. And Jackson holds the ball up here at the moment. And that keeps it inside his own half, though. And played back on the far-hand side. And Weston Super Mare work their way out of that spot really well. Diallo with a great ball forward, but it's a little bit too close to Jack Turner. And he rolls it out here for Simon Dunn. Dunn turning, finding Dobson. Back inside towards Dunn. Dunn just inside the opposition half. Plays it towards Fraser. Fraser playing a central midfield role. Looks like Slough playing 3-4-3 this afternoon. Dobson with the ball. Wins it and plays here to Simon Dunn. Dunn just turns under pressure from Diallo. Finding Sam Togwell. And Togwell playing out to Guy Hollis on the far hand side. Inside here towards Fraser. Fraser trying to play the ball. It comes off a deflection and out for a throw to Slough. Just inside the Weston Super Mare half. Taken quickly here by Guy Hollis. Long throw here, trying to find Ben Harris. Harris gets a touch and he gets through to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper saves with his feet. It's a good save by the goalkeeper in the end. And it's cleared by Bauer. And it comes out here on the far hand side towards Hill. Taken off his feet by Mark Nisbet. And Dobson just keeps the ball in, but theatrically, but manages to get the ball in here for Slough. And it's here with Mark Nisbet, just inside his own half. Played forwards to Flood, intercepted by Diallo. And it's in here towards Jackson. Jackson plays it here on the far hand side to Myra Williams. First time he's had a chance to run at the Slough defence. Has to go back to Diallo under pressure. And here back to Bauer, the tall centre back. And he chips the ball forwards for the run of Hill. Just bounces in front of him and gets through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal and rolls it out to Mark Nisbet. And it's there's an injury here to Ben Harris at the moment, so the game has just stopped. Ben just went in with a challenge there with the goalkeeper. I think he's just got caught, and he's down just outside the penalty area there. So like I say, if you do want to get in contact with you, good afternoon to Will Reese. James Robinson's listening in. He says hoping for a less tense afternoon. And there you go. So just a reminder, the game does go to a replay on Tuesday evening down in Weston Super Mare. We're not sure if we're going to be covering that. Del Woods is listening in Lanzarote. It says it's only 26 degrees. Thanks, Del. Just one thing for you though, we're not 100% sure, but it doesn't look like that we will be broadcasting next Sunday. Basically, the BBC have come down, and I think they want to put quite a few cameras around the ground, and it may mean that we are the ones that get moved out a little bit. So it could well be. You'll look for details later on during the week once we get more details of where the BBC want to set up, but it doesn't at this moment look like we'll be doing a broadcast on Sunday afternoon. Ben Harris just jogging off here. He's going to try and stay on and run that injury off. It's an ankle injury, and it's going to be Weston Super Mare that will throw the ball back to Jack Turner in the Slough goal once Ben comes off the field. So Slough temporarily down to 10 men here at the moment, and Hill does just throw the ball back to Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And it's all interesting here. It's a bit overcast, not many fans here today. I think the cold weather has put them off here this afternoon, plus that exploits on Tuesday night. Most people still trying to get over it. Long kick here by Turner. Free header for Pope. Nisbet comes and wins the head. It comes through to Diallo. Diallo turns away and plays it in towards Bauer. Bauer on his 18-yard line can bring the ball out and plays it out on the far hand side to Nurse. Nurse with the ball back in here towards Bauer, across the 18-yard box to Pope, and Pope back out here towards Bauer. Slough with back with the 11 now. Ben Harris back on the pitch, and Slough just putting a bit of pressure on here as the ball comes into the captain Jacob Kane, and under press goes back towards Purnell. Purnell clears the ball long, headed away though by James Dobson. The ball can't come to a Slough player, and it's picked up here by Byrne. Inside towards Pope. Weston Super Mare keeping the ball well here. Kane has the ball back here towards Diallo, who's almost playing right back. The right is playing up front here, and the ball's here with Jake Lee, who has to play it back towards his goalkeeper, and again played out here by Weston Super Mare to Pope. Long ball forward by him, looking for Jackson, headed away though by Guy Hollis. Sean Fraser can't get to it, and it's found Manny Williams into Simon Dunn. Dunn's ball tried to sneak through to Ben Harris, intercepted by Pope, and here with Hill. Hill finds Diallo just inside his own half, under pressure from a couple of Slough players. Little 1-2 with Kane, and gets the ball back inside the centre circle. Now bursts forwards with the ball, tries to play it through here for Jackson. Sam Togbo on the far hand side tries to keep up with Jackson, tries to keep it in, he keeps it in, but only out for a throw to Slough. Stops it going out for a goal kick. And it's going to be Guy Hollis who'll come along to take this throw deep inside his own half. Slough with a 3-4-3 formation this afternoon. And it's Guy Hollis with this long throw aimed towards Ben Harris. Flicks the ball on straight out of play for a throw to Weston Super Mare. And around about 5 yards inside the Slough half. But they take it quickly. And the ball's here with Pope. Pope plays it towards his goalkeeper Purnell on the edge of his 18-yard box and plays it forwards here, looking for Hill. Hill tries to take control. Nisbet wins the ball, but it only comes out through here towards Byrne. Under pressure finds Diallo. Diallo under pressure from Simon Dunn. Now putting a bit of pressure. Diallo's gone 30 yards in the wrong direction here. Has the ball now and tries to turn. And again, just waiting for an option. Comes from Pope. Pope will then spread it out towards Bauer, the centre-back, who can bring the ball forwards. Bit of space inside his own half. Finds on the far-hand side Nurse. Again, Slough happy to just let them have the ball and pressurise them a little bit deeper. Ball here towards Kane. Kane back out here towards Pope. And Pope under pressure finding Byrne. Byrne under pressure from Dobson, goes all the way back towards his goalkeeper Purnell. Purnell takes it with his feet inside his penalty, brings it out. Ben Harris almost closes it down, and the long ball forward headed away by Guy Hollis, and it'll be one back here by Hill for Weston Super Mare. Turns away and back here towards Pope. Weston Super Mare playing some good possession football here at the moment, but not much coming from their possession. Ball played out on the far hand side towards Nurse, inside towards Diallo. Back here for Bauer to chase, but it will run through to the goalkeeper Purnell, and Slough haven't really getting a hold of the ball here at the moment. Ball's here with Jason Pope, the centre-back, chipping the ball forwards, trying to find Mario Williams on the far-hand side, headed away by Hollis. Flicked on here by Soares, but straight out of play for a throw to Weston Super Mare. Quickly taken and thrown back towards the goalkeeper. And here with the goalkeeper, long kick forward aimed here towards Hill. Bounces over his head and comes through to Byrne. Byrne keeps the ball in down this right-hand side. Turns and holds it up and finds Diallo. Diallo takes a touch inside here, tries to get a little 1-2 going, gets a little ricochet in towards Kane, here towards Byrne. Byrne crosses first time, header there by Hill, and it's just wide of the goal. And the header by Hill just shy of the top corner there, but first effort of the game goes to Weston Super Mare. It's taken 8 minutes for that first effort so far. As we wait for Jack Turner to take this goal kick. And a long kick here. Comes off the head of Lee, and it bounces almost kindly for Manny Williams. He can't get hold of it. Bauer with the header in the end, and two players miss it. And it comes through here with the ball over the top here for Hill to chase. Hill won't keep that in, and it's out of play for a throw to Slough Town. Level with about their 6-yard box on the far-hand side. And 0-0 at the moment, and not really much to go on about. And they're going to leave it for Mark Nisbet to come across and take the throw for Slough here. Need a bit of movement from the Rebels. And it comes in here looking for Flood, straight out of play. And it'll be another throw to Nisbet from the same place. And he throws it this time across to Jack Turner. Turner just has the ball in his 6-yard line. Long kick forwards here, too deep there, and that will go all the way through to the goalkeeper. Oh, Pope just takes an extra touch there. Didn't need to, but comes through to Purnell in the end. And this game is lacking a little bit of atmosphere. Not many Weston Super Mare fans have made the journey down, and the Slough fans are very, very quiet here this afternoon. Long ball forward here, headed away by Hollis for Slough. Swords can't win the header, and it's come through here towards... slight mistake here, finds the ball towards Flood. Flood with a chance to run at the defence. Tries to play it through to Ben Harris. It's got too much on it. Wrong decision there by Chris Flood. He really should have just brought that forward. He was 25 yards away from goal. Goal was opening up for him, and he tried to pass in towards Ben, but he should have maybe just taken that on a little bit. And Slough are going to put some pressure on the back line here of Weston Super Mare. Ball played out here towards Jason Pope, back towards the goalkeeper Purnell. Weston Super Mare trying to play the ball out here from the back, and Purnell just takes it a couple of feet outside of his box. A long kick all the way down. It goes through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal, and Turner just places the ball down here, and it's just a real scrappy game here at the moment. Ball play forward here towards Dobson. Dobson gets a head to it but can't keep the ball in play. It goes out for a throw to Weston Super Mare, halfway inside the own. Particularly taken by Byrne to Diallo. Diallo under pressure back here towards Pope. And again the pressure comes from Slough. It's all here to Purnell, the goalkeeper. Chips the ball out on the far hand side. Intercepted well by Guy Hollis. Here towards Saws. Saws just loses the ball. And it's here now with Nurse on the far hand side. Ball played in. And the first foul of the day goes to Weston Super Mare. And it comes from Sam Togwell, I believe. And a free kick taken quickly here towards Pope. Pope can bring the ball forward here. Skips past the challenge of Simon Dunn like it wasn't there. Runs with the ball. Takes the ball into the box, and it's come off Sam Togwell for the first corner of the game. And Slough just... Pope just had the ball there on the halfway line. Travelled all the way into the 18-yard box and gets his cross in. It's Slough under pressure. Not a lot of pressure in the final third, but they're not seeing much of the ball. It's going to be a corner here for Byrne to take. It'll be an in-swinging corner here. So it looks like Byrne is a left-footed player playing on the right-hand side. And the wind is there. Bauer's just being manhandled in the 6-yard box here. The referee will stop the game for and have a word with the two players involved. It's Guy Hollis. Bauer's about 6 inches taller than Guy Hollis, and Guy Hollis isn't a small lad. There you go. So this corner will come in from Alex Byrne, the right back. Played in right underneath, and it's gone. The referee blows for a foul inside. He was always going to do that because there was a bit of pushing and shoving going on. He was always just going to blow for a foul. And it's a free kick, but it's a goal kick, whichever way you like to see it. Good afternoon to Peter Drill, who says he's annoyed because he can't be at the game because his shift overran, but he wants to listen to my dulcet tones. I'm glad someone actually wants to listen to it. Flood, he chests the ball down, but he tries to chest it into the path of a Slough Town player, but there's no Slough Town player there, and it's had to play for a throw here to Weston Super Mare, halfway inside their own half. Byrne to take it eventually. Plays it down the field. Slough looking for a free kick, and they win the free kick for a foul by Jackson. And the referee lets Slough take it quickly with Nisbet in towards Dunn. Dunn finding Fraser. Fraser just filling in as centre back for a moment. Into here towards Guy Hollis. Finding Fraser. Fraser turning away from Kane. Under pressure though. And giving the ball away here. And Jackson's got a chance here for Weston Super Mare. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shoots and scores for the visitors. A mistake on the far hand side by Slough, and Jackson comes along on 14 minutes. He's just one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he's put the ball into the back of the net, and Weston take the lead, and it's what they've deserved. Been by far the better team in these opening 14 minutes, and they take the lead, and a good finish from Jackson just inside the box, around about 12 yards out. And it's a rather subdued Arbour Park here at the moment, who as Slough going to have to come from behind again if they want to get anything out of this game. But Slough just maybe a little bit of after the Lord's Mayor Show hangover here at the moment. They're really not in this game whatsoever. Williams takes the kick off here, and it's played out here towards Fraser to Hollis. Hollis gets back towards Fraser. Hollis with that mistake for the first goal. Dunn plays the ball over again. It's a poor ball forwards. It's intercepted by Byrne. Plays it a 1-2 with Lee. And here now with Pope. Pope under pressure from Ben Harris. Purnell almost tries to play it across and gets it in towards Pope. Almost intercepted by Ben Harris. Ball played forwards. Headed away by James Dobson. Flood trying to win the header. Oh, Slough just waiting for the ball here, and Byrne doesn't. Wins the ball back here for Weston Super. Here with Hill. Hill finding Kane. Kane trying to chip the ball over. The tempo's all coming. Oh, Byrne with a little bit of skill there. Gets a lucky touch here in towards Jackson. Jackson trying to. He takes a shot. It's blocked. He'll get a second chance to try and feed in Byrne. Doesn't do it. Played into the centre towards Kane. Kane. Lee chipping the ball over. Headed away by Fraser. Done on the edge of his 18-yard. Oh, Dogwell just turns into trouble here. And he plays it in the end off a Western player. But Slough are absolutely dreadful this afternoon. Sam Togwell with the throw here towards Fraser. Fraser just doesn't control it and then stands still. And the ball's won back here with Kane for Weston Super Mare. Down this right-hand side, finding Byrne. Byrne challenged by Dunn, and the ball played down. It's out of play for a throw to Slough, but Slough can't string two passes together here at the moment. They're absolutely terrible. Weston Super Mare are keeping the ball when they've got it, and then when they haven't got the ball, they're under pressure, and that's what caused the first goal of the afternoon. And doesn't look like Slough going to get much out of here. They just take the throw, and it's come off again for another throw. They gained around about 5 yards with that one. And Nisbet again, the player with the throw here, and this time he's trying to find Manny Williams. Williams holds the ball up, wins a free kick for a foul there, and it's a free kick to the Rebels. Diallo is the player that's judged to have fouled, and it's Nisbet to take this free kick for Slough, just a few feet inside their own half. And Slough take it and go backwards, which sums up their afternoon. Play back here from Sam Togwell to Nisbet. Slough got no space anywhere. Ball played here towards Dobson. Outside and comes through to Ben Harris. Harris on the edge of the box, trying to play it in here to Dobson. Dobson crossed his first time. Ball played a little bit behind. Comes here towards Saws on the edge of the box. Inside towards Manny Williams. Williams finds Simon Dunn. Dunn skips past the challenge. Almost runs into Hill, but finds Nisbet. Nisbet in towards Dobson. Dobson's first time ball in, headed away by Pope. Comes to the edge of the box. Diallo heads it on. Fraser of all people wins the ball back and tries to get a ball. Comes in. Luckily, almost gets to Manny Williams. He just can't get the ball out of his feet, and Purnell advances quickly and then tries. It's a 3 against 3 here for Weston Super Mare. Sam Togwell heads the ball up in the air, and Nisbet comes across with the header. Fraser beaten to the ball again, and it's here with Diallo. Diallo's pass on the far hand side just intersects two Western players, and out of play for a throw to Slough halfway inside their own half. Hollis to take this throw again. There's not much movement for him here at the moment, and this change of formation for Slough doesn't seem to be working for them. And the ball's back here with Jack Turner. Long kick by him aimed towards Dobson. Dobson does well to win the flick on, but no Slough player gambled. They've got 3 forwards and not one of them gambled. Ball over the head of Fraser. It's one back here by Jackson, scorer of the only goal. Flicks it out here towards Nurse. 10 yards inside his own half. Under pressure finds Bauer. And then Bauer plays it down here in towards Myrie Williams, and a foul by Sean Fraser. And it's a free kick to Weston Super Mare. Fraser will just be spoken to by the referee. And it's a free kick just inside the Weston Super Mare half. It will be taken by Nurse. And it looks like Slough's management team aren't too happy with their way it's going, and already warming some subs up here at the moment. Ball played forwards, intercepted well by Sam Togwell. Plays it back towards the goalkeeper turn under pressure from two Western player. Plays it quickly down the field. Ben Harris trying to get there. Bauer with the header away. Comes towards Saws. Saws ball forwards, trying to find Ben Harris, and Ben trying to get there, but it's seen out by Bauer and out for a throw to Weston Super Mare. And Slough warming up 3 substitutes here at the moment, so definitely things not going their way this afternoon. And it's a throw on the far hand side. Played in over the head of everyone. Sam Togwell gets a touch in. Too many winners to Saws. Saws little ball back in towards Ben Harris. Now Saws comes down the right hand side. Chance to cross first time. It's a good cross, but it comes out here, headed away, and it comes to the edge of the box where Dobson picks the ball up here. Dobson's got a bit of help with Simon Dunn. Just going to chip it in right foot towards Saws at the back post. Headed away to the edge of the box. Ben Harris can't get to it. Diallo clears, and now a chance for Weston Super Mare to break down this near hand side with Myrie Williams. Just cuts inside past Saws. Slows it down a little bit here. And then looks for the run of Kane. It's tackled on hill by Nisbet, and it's here with Simon Dunn. Just slays it back towards the goalkeeper Turner. And Slough just play it back out here towards Hollis. Hollis immediately closed down by Myrie Williams. This time gets his back pass right and played in towards Turner. Turner with the ball at his feet. And Slough got no tempo here at the moment this afternoon. They're very flat. Ball played forwards here looking for Dobson. Easy header away by Byrne. Comes through to Hill. Little touch by him, finds Kane. Kane just turns away from a challenge. Williams wins it back, but it's a foul by Myrie Williams. And the referee just having a little word with Manny. And it's a free kick for Weston Super Mare, just inside their own half. And it will be Diallo. It looks like he's going to take it. Manny just having a show a joke with the referee this moment. And it's still Slough Town 0, Weston Super Mare 1. The goal coming on 14 minutes. 21 minutes gone here so far at Arbour Park. And here with Pope, playing the ball over the top here for Myrie Williams. Keeps the ball in well. Hollis has to come across on the far hind side. Gets a block to it. And then two Slough players don't chat to each other. And it's cleared, but only as far as Kane. Kane can turn here. Turns away from a couple of players. Just turns out of trouble. Finds Diallo. Diallo finding Lee. Lee just runs into trouble. And Pope chased down here by Flood. It's played out here towards Bauer. Just has to quicken his pace up to try and win the ball. Slough trying to put some pressure on. But Weston Super Mare equal to it at the moment. And here with Jason Pope. Pope back out here towards Bauer. Bauer goes all the way back towards his goalkeeper. And it's here with Purnell. Purnell under pressure, plays it here looking for Byrne, but out of play. And good afternoon to Chris Phillips, who says he can't be there, looking at riots over fuel in Paris from his far hotel room. But there you go, nothing could be as bad as riots. Ball played in here towards Hollis, finding Sam Togwell, the four on his back, almost falling off at the moment. Played through to Ben Harris, trying to hold the ball up. Inside here towards Fraser. Fraser quickens his step here and finds Nisbet. Slough, they can't string passes together here at the moment. They're absolutely dire. They really are. Ball played forward here looking for Flood. Flood gets the touch, he's offside. And this first 22 minutes of the game, Slough have been absolutely awful. And the referee's stopping the game for something. Just offside's got to be taken from the right position. And it's here with Jason Pope. Plays across the 18-yard box to Bauer. Bauer forwards here for Kane. Kane covering a lot of the artificial grass here. And the ball's been played back here towards Purnell, the goalkeeper. And chips the ball forwards here trying to find Lee. Over his head. And Byrne keeps the ball in, but only as far as Nisbet. Nisbet ball finds Simon Dunn. Dunn into Myrie Williams. Williams gets caught and it's a foul by Diallo. And a free kick to Slough. And Dobson tries to take it quickly, but the referee says it's not in the right place. And it's a free kick for Slough, 10 yards inside the Weston Super Mare half. So Dobson's going to come across to take this. As the three centre-backs for Slough have gone forwards. And Dobson plays it in. Well, Kuhn curls it away. Purnell can't get to it. Comes here towards Williams. Williams can't get his shot away. Just gets caught as he plays it forwards. Flicked on here by Myrie Williams in towards that. And it's won back by Guy Hollis. He plays it back towards Jack Turner. And Turner just controls it with his feet 5 yards outside of his penalty area. And then plays the ball forwards. Intercepted well by Nurse. Into here towards Myrie Williams. Finding Kane. Nurse has continued his run and will try and keep the ball in. Does so. Bursting down that left-hand side. Crosses in, but Sam Togwell's there to clear first. And then Saws is back helping. And then Slough are just playing too deep inside their own half. And it's here with Sam Togwell. Played here to Nisbet. Nisbet finding Dobson. Dobson having to start deep inside his own half this time. Played forward towards Simon Dunn. Flood comes short. Dunn can't get the rebound. Won by Byrne, and it's here with Diallo. Diallo being chased back here by Flood. Diallo just skipping past a couple of challenges. Nisbet gets a touch in, and it comes off the head of Lee for a throw to Slough. And it's taken quickly by Dobson in towards Flood. Back here towards Dobson. Little ball inside towards Williams. Williams trying to hold the ball up. He can't control it. It's out of play for a throw to Weston Super Mare. And it's Byrne that will take this throw right by his away dugout in front of his boss. And throws it in, headed away by Dobson. Fraser trying to get there. Finds it into Williams. Williams finding Dunn. Dunn trying to chip the ball over the top here for Swords. Swords gets a... Oh, it's a great ball in, and Swords just couldn't get contact to it. But a little bit better play from Slough there. Down to Fraser just quickening up the pace here. Ball's here with Byrne going across towards Pope again. Weston playing across the 18 yard. They're quite happy to play the ball across that 18 yard box. Here with Bauer down the field looking for the run of Jackson. Jackson spotted by Sam Togwell. Keeps the ball in, hooks on further by Hollis. Header by Lee. Comes through here towards Nisbet. Plays it first time that run all the way through to Purnell in the Weston Super Mare goal. And it's a very grey and overcast day here. It's a very grey and overcast day inside this stadium here at the moment. Ball played in from the goalkeeper, just thrown over the top of Ben Harris towards Pope. Pope brings it out 15-20 yards. Played inside here towards Hill. Hill holds the ball up, flicks it out on the far hand side to Mario Williams. Got Nurse on the overlap. Nurse comes down on that near hand side. Gets across in first time. Oh, it's hit Mark Nisbet. Ball comes through to Hill, who takes a shot. But he was offside. Are you classing that as a shot as well? Are we having a shot and an offside, even though he was offside? We'll class it as a shot because otherwise that scoreboard's a waste if it only says 0-1 for the entire thing. That's only the second shot we've had in the entire game. Let's just say that shot was so bad that it didn't actually go. It got closer to the corner flag. But that's how poor this game has been so far this afternoon. And it's Jack Turner to take this free kick. And it's Keith you're looking for. Keith from the bar. Normally sits down somewhere down there. Ball played forwards in, helms off the head of Ben Harris. It's out for a throw. And it's going to be Byrne will take this throw for Weston Super Mare, live with his 18-yard box. Dobson intercepts the ball, wins the second one, played forwards for Flood to chase, but that's going to need a motorbike to catch that, unfortunately, and he hasn't got one of them. And it's out of play for a goal kick. Mark Hardings says, have you still got layers on for some? I've got layers. I haven't got layers on now. I've got some layers on, but most of my layers are stuck in the car for tonight's sleep out for the homeless. And it's going to be a cold one tonight. Sam Togwell wins the header in towards Simon Dunn. Dunn turns and finds Fraser. Fraser plays it forwards, though, looking for Williams. Williams beaten to the ball by Bauer. Flicked on here by Nurse towards Murray Williams. Hollis with the challenge, but Murray when he keeps hold of the ball inside towards Kane. Nurse plays the ball forwards for Hill to chase. It's come back by Sam Togwell, flicked on by Hollis. Manny Williams trying to shield the ball, and this time does play it in here towards Dunn. Dunn finding Flood. Flood plays it here towards Dobson. Now Slough playing a bit of football. Played forwards here towards Manny Williams. Williams turn past Bauer. Plays it in here towards Ben Harris. Ben Harris one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh, he turns inside the box. Shoots. Oh, it's a save by Purnell, and it's a good save and out for a corner. For Slough, their first corner of the game and their first shot on target. And it's a corner which James Dobson will go across to take. And Dobson to take this out-swinging corner here for Slough. And the ball will be played in deep to the far hand side. Ball bouncing around. Oh, Flood just can't get there. Purnell drops it after getting it first time, but just holds the ball up here at the moment. And it's here with the Weston Super Mare goalkeeper Purnell. Weston lead here with 28.5 minutes gone. Weston leading 1-0. Long kick here, trying to get past the Slough defence, but it goes all the way through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And he spreads it across here towards Nisbet flicked on towards Dobson. Dobson first time ball in towards Flood. This time he chests it in towards Dunn. Dunn's ball over the top here for Dobson to chase. Dobson gets behind the defence here with Pope. Plays it in first time, looking for the back post for Ben Harris, who gets the equaliser. Superb football by Slough. I think Ben Harris has got injured, but Dobson cracking ball over across there, and the goal on half an hour. And Ben Harris gets it. He's just getting to his feet now. Good little play by Slough. Their best spell of play there. And the ball played in over the top for Dobson to chase. He ran down, got the ball in quickly. And it was a cross that went along the floor. And it just got in between the goalkeeper and the last defender. Ben Harris arriving at the back post. Gets there and plants it into the net. 1-1 here at Arbour Park. And finally we've seen some goals. And... So there, Slough back in this game, and they've had one shot and scored one. Have you given them two? Where did you get the second one from? Oh, was that the early one? Oh, the one for the corner. Yes, well spotted. You're good at this. Ball played quickly here towards Pope from the kickoff, in towards Lee. Weston Super Mare quite happy to play it across here. Lee now under pressure from Ben Harris, and Slough putting all of them under pressure. Played forward, given away by Purnell towards Swords. Ball finding Flood. Flood's ball inside towards Ben Harris. Turning inside the box. Played it in towards Dunn. Ball still bouncing around. It's cleared in the end. Only as far as Nisbet. And his little cushion header now finds Fraser. Fraser trying to turn the ball. Oh, lovely ball over top, finding Flood. Flood's on side here. Tries to get across him. Bauer gets a block in. Ball back out here though with Flood, trying a bit of space here, and then looks for the overrun here of Hollis. Hollis crosses first time. Williams can't get it. It's bouncing around inside the box. Oh, and Weston get it away inside the road. Oh, Hill just treads on the ball, and Jake Lee clears down the field. Nisbet tries to get there, ducks underneath it, and it comes through to Sam Togwell. Played in from Sam Togwell towards Nisbet. Nisbet's got a bit of time on the ball here now. And we'll spread it across here to Hollis. Oh, it's just a little bit short. Hollis didn't see the fact that Murray Williams was coming in. And Nisbet has to win the ball back here for Slough with a bit of pace. And into Jack Turner. Slough are literally playing with a 4-0-6 formation. It really is like that. Long ball over the top here. Pope heads it away. It's one back here by Williams. Williams just turns for Slough. Holds it up in towards Flood. Little 1-2 with Williams. In towards Ben Harris. Bauer intercepts well and can bring the ball out here for Weston Super Mare. Inside here towards Myra Williams. Diallo gets the ball back here and plays it in here for Myra Williams. Just holding the ball up. Plays it across to the right back Byrne, who just covers across the halfway line. Brings the ball, holds it up here. Inside here now to Myra Williams. Williams just got Nurse on the outside if he can find him. Trying to chip it over the top here for Nurse to chase onto, but did he get that in? He did. It's across the goal, and Kane with the header across goal. And that was quite a surprise. No one expected that one to come in there. Kane did really well to get his head to that cross from Nurse, who did well to keep it in the first place. But the header lacked power and went wide of the goal and out for a goal kick. It's 1-1 here at Arbour Park. Good afternoon to Kathleen Porter. She says she went out on Tuesday night and had to listen to your commentary at midnight. Well, I bet you didn't get any sleep. Then if you was anything, I was still up at 2 o'clock in the morning after that night. I don't know what's going on. Long ball play forward here for Ben Harris to chase. He wins the header. Manny Williams then wins it, but he pasted it the wrong way towards Jackson. Oh, Jackson trying to turn. Now finds Hill. Hill is coming down this right-hand side. Up to him is Simon Dunn. Hill crosses first time, looking at the back post. Hollis gets a touch to it. It's a good defensive header. Only as far as Myra Williams inside the penalty box. Still trying to sort something out. Finds Nurse. Nurse takes a touch inside to Diallo. Diallo's going to take a shot from... Oh, a little play inside here towards Kane. Kane inside the box. Shoots. It's deflected and out for a corner. And it is fine. Oh, sorry, I forgot you were there. You disappeared and came back. It's out for a corner to Weston Super Mare there. And it's Byrne again, who's going to go over across to take this one. Good afternoon to Sean Harding, who's listening in. And we're just waiting for a ball, I think. Have we got a football? Oh. Can we play? The Western manager's asking, can we play? I don't know, we ain't got a ball yet. But you need that first. I think that's the first thing we need. It's going to be an outswinger here. He's going to take it short here towards Lee. Lee's got Nurse bursting in from a different position. Shoots first time. Oh, what a goal that is! And it's a second goal for Weston Super Mare. Nurse hits it 25 yards out. Slough just, and that is a stunning finish for Weston Super Mare on 34 minutes. Wow, Nurse it was. The corner came in quick, it played into Lee, and then Nurse just burst from the edge of the centre circle, came all the way forwards, 25 yards out, hit it first time, had all the time in the world to pick his spot out, and I tell you what, that is the top corner, that's the bins, and that is a stunning goal for Weston Super Mare. They lead here 2-1. And Slough try and take the quick off a little bit too quickly here. And they do finally take the kick off here, played outside here towards Guy Hollis. And here towards Turner. Turner's ball intercepted by Byrne, finding Hill. Hill tries to do it, intercepted by Nisbet. Hill goes down under a challenge, it's a free kick. And the Slough management team not too happy with that, as it looks like Hill had just didn't even have the ball. But there you go, it's a free kick here to Weston Super Mare, leading 2-1 here, 35 minutes gone. Byrne to take this quickly here. And it's played in quickly here to Diallo. Diallo almost robbed by Slough. Slough won it back with a challenge by Fraser, and it's a free kick by Diallo. And Ben Harris just explaining that he felt that there was a little bit of a studs up challenge there. The Western manager threw the ball on the floor, had a go at one of his players, and another one of the assistant Western coaches just has a go at one of their players as well. The free kick's taken quickly by Slough. It's played out here now to Hollis. Hollis here for Flood. Flood finding Saws. Saws trying to run down this right hand side. Still running down there, cuts inside past Nurse, running towards the byline, really does well and gets a corner for his work down that near hand side. And Dobson will go across to take this corner, and it's going to be an in-swinging corner here for Slough. And it's Dobson placing it down. Sam Tugwell and Nisbet have gone forwards for the Rebels for this corner. And it's played into the far post to Ben Harris. Free header across goal. Bounces around. It's cleared from the 6-yard box by Lee. Comes out here towards Jackson. Jackson up against Fraser. Jackson trying to hold the ball up here. And does well. Turns, wins a free kick. He'd actually almost turned and got away from it there. It should have been an advantage. But there you go. And it's a free kick though to Weston Super Mare. Byrne takes it. Goes across here towards Pope. Pope across his 6-yard box here towards Purnell. Oh, Purnell just turns, almost played it straight in towards Ben Harris, and then Weston do well to get the ball out here, and Pope can bring the ball forwards here for Weston Super. Inside towards Lee, little 1-2. Oh, it's a little bit too far forwards for him there, and it's won back here by Slough with Nisbet towards Turner. Oh, Turner takes a touch and plays it across this, and Hollis is on his back foot. Slough just a little bit away here. Dobson just plays it on the far hand side. Dobson looking for a free kick, gets it, and I think he's trying to say that that's the second time that he's been fouled like that, and the referee not picking up on it so far this afternoon. So Turner takes the free kick quickly. Saws and Dobson have swapped sides for the moment here. It's going to be off the head of Saws and out for a throw to Weston Super Mare. And again, it's Byrne, the right back, who takes it. He will take it eventually when he throws it on. Aiming for Jackson over his head. Hill keeps the ball in there, comes off Saws last, and it's a further throw to Weston just inside the Slough half this time. And again, it's Byrne who will take it this throw. Throw over the top here for Hill to chase. Hill gets to the ball here. And he's got two Slough players on him, and it comes off here Hill last. That's a good challenge by Sam Tugwell in the end on the far hand side. Plays it off Hill's toes for a throw goal kick to Slough. And it's Jack Turner takes it quickly here down here for Dobson. Coming down the right hand side, inside towards Williams. Williams holding the ball up here and finding Hollis. Hollis back inside to Dunn. Dunn just little ball forwards here towards Fraser. Fraser finding Flood. Flood played it on the outside here towards Dobson. Now still coming down that right hand side. Crosses right into it. Ben Harris! Oh, goals galore here at Arbour Park. It's a second for Ben Harris from a James Dobson cross. 39 minutes gone. It's 2-2. What a game we've got here. It's I'm not being funny. We've had 9 shots in the game and we got 4 goals. And wow, but it's Dobson down the right hand side, crosses in with his right foot. I don't even know if he could do that. Who'd have thought Dobson could cross with his right foot? Crossed it in, and Ben Harris from 6 yards out, header into the top corner, 2-2. And I don't think our scoreboard's going to cope with this anymore. We cope with 3-6. We coped with 3-6 the other week in the thing, so we're good with the goals here. But Slough have had 3 shots on goal, 2 have been scored. The other was a save from the goalkeeper. So I think it's very simple. What Slough need to do this afternoon is try and have some more shots. Ball played quickly from the kick-off here towards Burn, and it finds Pope. Pope now trying to spread the ball on the far-hand side, looking for Myra Williams, who can keep the ball in and finds Nurse on the run. And look at Weston looking for a foul, not given as Saws can bring the ball out. Saws and Dobson swap back over now, and Saws trying to play it forwards. Oh, just gives the ball away but wins it back, but then loses it again. And then Weston Super Mare giving the ball away to Fraser. Fraser's now finding Dobson. Dobson's going to run down the left hand side in towards Flood. Little 1-2. It's a little bit for Dobson to chase, but he gets there, crosses in, and it's blocked off Burn for a corner to Slough. And suddenly this game has come to life from absolutely nowhere. And a corner down this near hand side. Dobson will come across to take it. It's an in-swinging corner here for the Rebels. And drilled into the far hand side. It's bouncing around, hits Ben Harris, and the goalkeeper gets a touch to it first and can pick the ball up. And he was looking to try and get Weston on the attack there, but just only 2 players up front for Weston at the moment, and Purnell now rolls it out here towards Pope, who wants to bring the ball forward. Chase down here, plays it here for Jackson to chase. Turner has come out of the Slough goal, but there's a foul by Ben Harris on Pope, and it's a free kick. Ben Harris has been spoken to by the referee. It's the first time that Ben Harris has mostly gone 41 minutes without a yellow card. So I think he's trying to rectify that one. It's going to be a free kick here for Weston Super Mare, 15 yards inside their own half. It's Jason Pope, the centre back, that takes it quickly to Diallo, gets it back from him, and again Slough put pressure on. It's played back here towards Purnell, the goalkeeper. Has the ball a couple of feet outside of the edge of the box, looks to play it forward here towards Burn. Dobson can't get there, it's over the head of him, and it will go out of play for a throw. And it's a throw that Mark Nisbet will take. Both of my shoelaces are undone, I've just realised. Thankfully I sit down and not going anywhere. Throw comes in looking for Ben Harris, headed away by Lee. Fraser then wins the next header. It comes over here towards Kane. Diallo with a little ball inside here towards Jackson. Jackson trying to feed Hill. Sam Togwell's there first for Slough, and out of play for a corner to Weston Super Mare. And I think Slough are going to have to try and be a little bit more aware of what's going on after Weston scored from their last corner. And Burn will take it. It'll be an in-swinging corner here for the Seagulls, as they are nicknamed. And this time he's going to take it towards the back post. And it's headed away from Weston, looking for a corner, but it clearly came off the Weston player. It's out for a goal kick. We've got 42.5 minutes gone so far. 2-2 is the score at the moment. Don't forget, we will have that fantastic half-time quiz, which today is based around... it's actually, do you know what? Today's quiz is super because of our visitors from Weston Super Mare. All the questions are about super. Because I don't just throw this stuff together. Oh, I do actually. Turner to take this goal kick here for Slough. Spoon just holds up there. Flood gets a little flick on, just a little bit behind Manny Williams, and it's here towards Bauer. Bauer tries to play it in towards Myron. He's deep inside his own half. Out here towards Nurse. Scored that second goal. And plays it here towards Pope. Pope's immediately under pressure, just turns past one. Ben Harris trying to chase it down, and he's been picked off. He's done really well. And somehow Pope's kept the ball. He's had 3 Slough players picking his pocket. And Weston play it really nicely, but turn into trouble. Still got the ball here, and a foul by Fraser on Burn means that they'll get a free kick and be able to clear it long. They take it quickly while their man's still injured on the pitch. They obviously don't care about him. So there, the bar is open for soft drinks only, and this afternoon because it's an FA Trophy game and the consumption of alcohol is not allowed. Well, you can see the game, that is the reason why. You're cold, aren't you, Gary? I can see you. I'm frozen. I've got to sleep out in this tonight. Oh, the joys. Pope takes the free kick lead to Purnell. Back here towards Pope. And he looks to play it down here for the run of Hill. Hill does really well. Oh, holds the ball up brilliantly. Trying a little turn. He's going to try and get a shot away. He shoots and it's saved by Jack Turner. Just going a little bit away. And then Turner looking to play it down here quickly. Ben Harris trying to win the header. Wins the header, but Diallo wins the second ball. It comes out here towards Nurse. Plays it forwards. Hollis with the header away. Source will try and keep it in for Slough. Does. Holds it up and then trying to turn. Has it nicked off him by Pearce. It's inside here towards Kane. Kane can turn just inside his own half. Back here to Diallo. And then here towards Lee. Weston Super Mare quite happy to play the ball around, and Pope has it now here in half inside his own half. Under pressure. Trying to play it through here to Kane. Kane under pressure. And it's played quickly towards Byrne. Nisbet intercepts though, but Byrne wins the second ball. And a slip here in finding Geffen Hill of all. Oh, it's Ben Harris. What a challenge. He's ran 50, 60 yards to get there and slides in with the challenge. I missed how many minutes it was. 2 minutes of added time have been indicated, which we are just into. It's a throw here for Weston Super Mare right by the corner flag. Ben Harris scores 2 goals, tackles brilliantly. And it's going to be Byrne that will take it a few yards away from that corner flag. Just looking for a bit of movement from his own team. Dobson doesn't get the best of touches to it. Murray Williams has the ball. Finds out here towards Kane. Kane will find Nurse. Nurse just had it played a little bit behind him and forces him away from goal. Back in though towards Kane. And again he's under pressure. It comes through to Diallo. Diallo goes all the way back towards his goalkeeper. Manny Williams will chase this down for Slough. Purnell just lazily pokes it over his head and finds Diallo. Inside here towards Kane. Ball play forwards towards Hill. Hill, a willing recipient of the ball, gets it back here quickly off Pope. And Weston Super Mare still with numbers here. Hill's going to chance to play it out on the far hand side to Nurse. Inside here towards Kane. Weston keeping it well here. And finds Diallo coming forwards here. Crosses it first time and it's too close to the goalkeeper. Slough just don't have any players forwards here at the moment. As we're into the last 30 seconds of these 2 minutes of added time. And Turner with the ball in his hand, looking for Chris Flood here. Long kick for him to chase. Flood will get to the ball on the edge of the box. Just being shepherded by 2 Western players. Tries to take it around the outside, keeps the ball in play. And it's kept here by Byrne inside towards Lee. Lee trying to chip the ball forwards here. Intercepted by Nisbet and finding Dobson. Dobson now 30 yards away from goal. Looking to come through. Skips past the challenger one. Shoots it. Saved well by Purnell. Down low to his right. And that is the end of the first half here. And what a first half we've had here at the moment. Slough's formation of 3-4-3 has certainly seen them score some goals. Unfortunately, it's seen them concede some goals as well. I'd love a cup of tea. Quite strong though, please. Like a builder's tea. Yeah, just one. Thank you. Slough's formation of 3-4-3 this afternoon has meant that they've only had 4 shots on target, but they've scored 2 of them, whereas Weston have had 7 shots in the game, and they've scored 2 as well, but they've mostly scored the best goal of the game. That goal coming from George Nurse, which was an absolute cracker. So we'll go through to your half-time things. One of our lovely bar volunteers is kindly doing the tannoy today, so as our tannoy man hasn't turned up, and I don't think he's used to this, but there you go. We've all got to muck in sometimes and do stuff, haven't we? So there you go. Right, so half-time quiz, and on behalf of our visitors Weston Super Mare, we have a super quiz for you this afternoon. So question number 1 is, who played Super Gran in the TV series? Who played Super Gran in the TV series? Okay. Which Kevin appeared in the film Super that was released in 2010? Which Kevin appeared in the film Super in 2010? Which football team is known as the Super Eagles? Let you tell you, it's not a club side. Which football team is known as the Super Eagles? So, okay, question number 4. Which sportsman was known as Super Brat? Which sportsman? Were you looking at me like that? Do you not know the answer to this? Our friends from FC Video don't know. I've already got one on order, thank you. So, which sportsman is known as Super Brat? And then your 5th one, which I didn't know the answer to this one. Which football club are nicknamed the Super Jays? And there you go. So the Super Jays. Which football club are nicknamed Super Jays? You have to think about that. Contact us on either Twitter or the Matchday chat, and we'll give you the answers to those if I can remember. I keep forgetting to give you the answers. But there you go. That is what you need to do to come up with the answers to our quiz questions. We'll try and find you some latest scores. Don't forget Match of the Day back on after that international break. Unfortunately for me, I won't be watching it because tonight myself, Bakes and Unders, also John Porter, the general manager, vice chairman, or whatever they call him nowadays, is on. Oh, we've got some highlights on our board thing. I don't think it's from today. I know it's highlights from the Sutton game on our board, on our scoreboard. Also, our secretary, Kay Lacey, is going to be... We're all going to be sleeping out in the cold this evening to raise money for the homeless charity and stuff. So basically there's a homeless hostel kind of thing, and they want to raise money to keep open through January and March because it's the cold times. And obviously you can just imagine how cold it is here at the moment. I'm just you almost be standing there or sitting there and see how cold it is. Us 5 brave souls, along with a lot of other people, will be sleeping out in it this evening. If you would kindly like to donate even a small amount, like a £5 or anything like that, if you go to mydonate.bt.com, it's /fundraisers/STFC. You can donate on there. We would really be grateful for anything that you can give. Any little bit helps, and we are a community club. We do like to do stuff for the community, and that's why we're doing that, and it's a good cause to give it to. So please do that, and just remember that later. No, I've already got one, thank you. So yeah, just remember that later while you're watching Casualty and Match of the Day and whatever, we'll be sleeping in the freezing, and it is freezing cold, let me tell you. I'll try and find you some scores from some of the other leagues for you. So let me just do that for you. I won't give you the Match of the Day scores from the Premier League, because I know you like to watch Match of the Day without knowing the scores. It's let's just go down to the what's going on? Oh, the Sky Bet Championship. Right, it's Hull City 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Leeds 0, Bristol City 0, Millwall 0, Bolton Wanderers 1, Preston 2, Blackburn 0. The early kick-off finish: Barnsley 0, Doncaster 0, Blackpool 0, Burton Albion 0, Bradford City 2, Oxford United 0, Charlton 2, Bristol Rovers 1, Gillingham, coming down to us next Sunday 0, Luton Town 1. The next 2 games are goalless. That's Plymouth Argyle versus Fleetwood Town and Rochdale versus Accrington Stanley. It's Scunthorpe 0, Portsmouth 2, Walsall 0, Sunderland 0, Wickham 2, Shrewsbury 1. Into Sky Bet League 2, where it's Cambridge United 1, Bury 2, Carlisle 0, Forest Green Rovers 1, Cheltenham 2, Newport 0, Colchester 0, Exeter 0, Crawley 1, Crewe 0. Early kick-off finished. Its full-time score is Lincoln 1, Mansfield 1. These are all now half times. It's Macclesfield 0, Yeovil 0, Morecambe 0, Notts County 0. It's Northampton 1, Grimsby 1, Port Vale 0, Swindon 2, Stevenage 1, MK Dons 1, and Tranmere 0, Oldham Athletic 1. See if we can find you some. What am I doing? I've touched the computer. I've almost turned it off again. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just some selected scores from other games. Beaconsfield are 2-0 up against Leiston in the Bill Bass Trophy. Chippenham are 1-0 up against Wingate Finchley. Hemel Hempstead are leading 1-0 away to Lewis. It's Poole 2, Dorking Wanderers 2. Salisbury 1, East Thurrock United 0. Welling 1, Dulwich 1, Woking 2, Folkestone Invicta 0. In the National League, who come in at the next round of the FA Trophy. excuse me, apologies. It's AFC Fylde 0, Boreham Wood 0, Aldershot Town 0, Barrow 1, Barnet 0, Gateshead 1, Bromley 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Dover 2, Hartlepool 0, Eastleigh 1, Chesterfield 1, Ebbsfleet 2, FC Halifax 0, Harrogate 1, Braintree 1. It's Hampton Waterlooville 2, Maidstone 0, and these next 3 are 0-0s. That's Solihull Mongrels versus Salford City, Sutton versus Mainland United, and Wrexham versus Leighton Orient. All of those are 0-0s. So there you go. So just a reminder that the club will be selling tickets to the Gillingham game. Now, how it's going to be segregated is there will be 4 sections of the ground. So the first section will be... What's that? Oh, for tonight. Thank you very much, Tony. I'll put that in my pocket and remember to give that one away. Someone just come and give us some money for our charity donation tonight, which I will just safely... Just let me put this away safely. Hold on. So there you go. What was I saying? I can't remember. Yeah. The FA Cup game. Sorry, yeah. So one side of the east side will all be Gillingham Town, Gillingham FC. So Gillingham FC, they will all be on the far hand side. And then basically what we'll have on, I think we've got highlights of today's game on here so far. I don't know what's going on. But I've got highlights of the first meeting between these two sides from earlier in the season on our scoreboard. So Gillingham will have the east side stand, the west stand and the west side standing area. You will get tickets for that. If you get tickets for that, you can't move anywhere else. If you get tickets for the north end, which is the Lynchell Academy end, you can't move anywhere else from that. You can't walk around the ground. If you want to get tickets for the south end, which is St Joe's, again, you can't walk around the ground. Each section will have toilets and its own food sections, but once you are in your section, you will not be able to move into a different section. Okay, so that is how it will work for the FA Cup game on Sunday. Please remember that the game is a 2 o'clock kickoff and is on Sunday. So 2 o'clock on Sunday is the kick-off time for that FA Cup game. And also remember that tonight's game will go to a replay on Tuesday evening if it finishes all square. So there you go. So we're just trying to warm up. I think I've had 3 offers of cups of tea and I haven't got one turned up yet. It's crazy, but there you go. So it is very cold here this afternoon. Tonight's going to be a horrible one. But there you go. So yes, there you go. You got to do these things, haven't you? Right. So yeah. So that's the FA Cup game. Tickets. Just look at the Slough website. There will be details of when you can buy tickets for the game as well. So there you go. Thank you very much, sir. That's the first. I've left me stopwatch running again. I keep forgetting that. I don't know why. It's because we got the scoreboard. I keep using that now. Yes, so 2-2 so far today this afternoon. The story of the game was that Weston Super Mare took the lead through Marlon Jackson on 14 minutes. A poor back pass by Guy Hollis was intercepted by Jackson, and he beat Jack Turner by firing the ball into the bottom of the net to give Weston Super Mare the lead. Slough got a goal back on half an hour when Ben Harris scored after a James Dobson cross on the near hand side from the left side, and he arrived at the back post to put the ball into the back of the net. That leads that equaliser only that equaliser only lasted for 4 minutes as Weston Super Mare took the lead again through George Nurse, the left back, and from a corner routine Weston Super Mare played it. Nurse had ran forward 20 yards and fired the ball into the top corner of the net, giving Weston Super Mare their 2-1 lead. But again, that only lasted 5 minutes as Ben Harris got his second of the game with a header from a James Dobson cross, this time from the right hand side, and it's 2-2 is how it is at half time here at Arbour Park. Someone's just brought me a lovely cup of tea which I'm going to have. But there you go. So just a reminder, I can't put the link on the chat room, unfortunately, for the donation things, because YouTube don't allow it. So unfortunately I can't do it. So if you do wish to donate, bear in mind that I'm already frozen here tonight and I've got to sleep out in this tonight. It's mydonate.bt.com/fundraisers/STFC. So there you go. That is how you donate, and we would be ever so grateful if you could just put a couple of quid our way to help that. And oh jeez, it has gone cold. Everyone's wrapped up here this afternoon, but there you go. So there you go. The Slough fans are just making their way round to the goal to our right. That Slough will be attacking for the second half. So we're just going to have a little bit of tea because it's so cold. Just bear with us. Oh, nice strong cup of tea. That's what we need. And this is Stuart, our one of our volunteers, who's very kindly managed to get me to go and sleep out with some people tonight. I don't know how I got into that. But yes, I've been volunteered for that, and it's going to be good fun. Good fun. We're going to all be sitting around the campfire singing Kumbaya, my lord, and other bits and bobs like that. So there you go. It'll be an interesting evening this evening. So there you go. So just reminder that the game is for Slough is on Sunday. I think it's like Slough are going to make a half-time substitution. We're just going to wait for the referee to come out before we see that board, I guess. But goalkeeping coach Trent Phillips is standing there with the board. I just can't see the numbers on it at the moment. But Slough just starting to come out. Just wonder if it's maybe Ben Harris who got a little bit of a nick. And the Weston Super Mare players just starting to come out now as well. Half time in the Bill-based Tracy. It's Basingstoke 1, Torquay 1. 2 early goals in that game. And we are just waiting for this substitution to come out. Just waiting for a couple more players to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Maddie Stevens it is that's going to be coming on. I guess it's going to be Ben Harris who's going to go off with an injury. We're just going to wait for that to be confirmed. And I can see already the substitution will be Ben Harris off and Matty Stevens on at half time. And that substitution just being announced now. So let's just do that one. So let's just use that one here, and it's Matty Stevens. We're just doing the scoreboard. If it comes up on the score, oh, pictures came up then, and I've broken it. Oh, scoreboard's just broken. I've just broken the scoreboard, and it says showing substitution, but it's not. It's going through something wrong. So I've broken the scoreboard, but don't worry, everything else is all right. We're just waiting for the referee to start that. So that's the only substitution. So your Weston Super Mare team is as it is: Purnell in goal, 2 Byrne, 3 Nurse, 4 Kane, 5 Pope, 6 Bauer, 7 Lee, 8 Diallo, 9 Jackson, 10 Murray Williams, 10 is Hill. For the Rebels, it's Turner in goal. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. He's not going to do it yet. Here we go. Is he going to go? We're just waiting. Is he going to blow it? Blow it, blow it, blow it. And there we go. Start of the second half. And it's all the way back here to Jack Turner in goal. So it's Fraser 2, Hollis 3, Sam Togwell 4, Nisbet 5. 6 is Dunn, 7 Dobson, 8 Williams, 10 Flood, Soares 11, and Stevens is number 18. And it's a throw to Slough, throw to Weston Super Mare deep inside their own half. And it's going to be taken by the left back Nurse, who throws it up, just catches in the wind. Hollis heads the ball on, flicked on the way though by Lee, Comes through to Sam Togwell, hits him, and then it's one back here by Kane into Myra Williams. Back here towards Nurse. Nurse under pressure, the ball played back here towards Bauer. Bauer's going to go all the way back towards his goalkeeper. Under pressure immediately, and then plays it out here to Pope. And Pope can bring the ball forwards here and finds Diallo. Diallo a little bit forward first, gives it towards Jackson, gets the ball back to Diallo. Just inside the centre circle of the Slough half. He's got no one in front of him and has to play it back towards Lee. And played out on the far hand side towards Byrne. Byrne can't keep it in. It's gone out of play for a throw to Slough. And Slough take the throw quickly here towards Jack Turner. Being chased down by Hill, but Turner gets the connection to the ball. Headed away though by Bauer here to the left back Nurse. Nurse just allows it to come down and plays it here towards Myri Williams. Williams trying to turn and play the ball away. In towards Nurse, back in towards Diallo. Diallo under pressure, finding Kane though, but Kane closed down by Dunn, but manages to get the ball out on the far hand side towards Byrne. Byrne with the ball back in here towards Pope. Pope finding Diallo, looking for the run here of Jackson. Ball over the top for him to chase in. Will he try and keep that ball in? He does really well to keep it in by the corner flag and wins a corner. The fourth corner of the game to Weston Super Mare on this near hand side. And just waiting for someone to go across to take it. It's going to be Byrne, the left-footed right back, who goes across to take this corner for Weston. It's going to be an out-swinging corner here for the visitors. And a little bit of movement going on in the box. Bauer's gone forwards for this one. It's gone right over, aimed towards Bauer. Bauer gets headed, but heads it the wrong direction. One back here by Hollis. And Slough just make a little mistake, but play back here. Turner's under pressure, but clears long, looking for Stevens. Stevens trying to turn. Pope with the header away, but it comes here to Simon Dunn. Dunn in an advanced position finds Matsy Stevens. Stevens comes inside here towards Fraser. Fraser looks up and spreads it here towards Guy Hollis. Inside towards Source. Source spreads it out here towards Flood. Back inside here looking for the run of Hollis. And Hollis just catches him there. It's a foul by Hollis. It's a free kick. And Hollis is just going to be spoken to by the referee, and he's actually going to get the first yellow card of the game. And it'll go to Guy Hollis. I'm just going to make sure it is a yellow and not a red. As Hollis gets the first yellow card on 49. Just wait for the referee to show that before we put that one up on the screen. Come on, referee. And it's a yellow card here shown to Guy Hollis. And it doesn't come off on the... It didn't come up.
No, it's not supposed to. I don't want it up.
Alright, don't want it up. Don't come up on the board no more. So it's a free kick here to Weston Super Mare, just outside their penalty area. Bauer takes it here towards his goalkeeper Purnell. Purnell has time to try and play the ball here for the run of Jackson over the head of Hollis. Hollis just hooks the ball away. It's out for a throw to Weston. And Jackson will leave it for Nurse to take, around about 15 yards away from the corner flag. And Nurse just waiting for a bit of movement from his teammates here. Hasn't got much of it yet. And just as he tries to take it, someone stands in the way. Throws it long here towards Kane. Kane's little header on, intercepted by Slough and then smashed away by Nisbet. Nisbet's clearance will go all the way through to Purnell. Purnell just backstepping and it just gets to the ball before Stevens does. And ball here with Pope. Plays it inside here towards Lee. Lee finding Bauer. Bauer with the ball outside on the far hand side. Oh, a little mistake there. Sells his goalkeeper short, but he just gets there first as Purnell, before Manny Williams, has gone straight out of play for a throw to Slough. And I am aware I've forgotten to give you the quiz answers. I will do that in a second. Hollis just to take this long throw for Slough, trying to find Flood. Flood's little ball inside to Stevens. Stevens now he's given the ball away. Tried to feed it through on the far hand side, but telegraphed that ball out, intercepted by Byrne, and it's here with Hill. Hill back here towards Pope. And Pope Has a little 1-2 with Lee, trying to play it in. Almost loses the ball to Simon Dunn, but the ball's now here for Byrne to come down that near hand side. Here with in towards Kane. Kane back outside towards Byrne. Down the line here for Kane to chase, but it's Saws defending for Slough. Plays it in towards Williams. Williams tries to hold the ball up here under pressure from 2 Slough players. Gets challenged there, and it's won back here by Jake Lee. Inside towards Kane. Kane's challenged. Ball back again towards Byrne. Weston trying to chip the ball forwards here, and Hill's offside. Right, just a reminder that the answers to our quizzes were, the question was who played Super Gran? That was Gudrun which Kevin appeared in the film Super? That was Kevin Bacon. Which team are known as the Super Eagles? That's the Nigerian national team. Who was known as Super Brat? That was John McEnroe. And which football club are known as the Super Jays? It's St Johnstone from the Scottish League. Ball played in here towards Manny Williams. Loses it. He's going to get a free kick though for that one. And Slough take it quickly and find Dobson on the far hand side. Dobson coming to the edge of the 18-yard box. Couple of little step overs. Still running with it. Then loses the ball. But then will win the ball back for Slough and finds Nisbet. Nisbet, ball inside here, trying to find Flood. Flood's lost. Attendance today is announced as 426. And it's played out now here with Weston Super Mare with Hill. Hill just cuts inside, skipping past a couple of loose challenges and plays it back here towards Lee. Lee now with the ball here towards Diallo. Slough putting some pressure on. Back here with Pope. Pope trying to spread the ball out to Murray Williams on this near hand side. Hollis gets his body in the way and then clears the ball. It's out of play for a throw to Weston. We're just waiting for a football to come down for this throw. Looks more than 426 here, but there you go. Ball played in here towards Lee from the throw. Nurse manages to get the ball back, and it's played inside to Mario Williams, just trying to shrug off a couple of challenges and find Lee. Lee under a bit of pressure. Plays it out here towards Pope. Pope takes a touch and just turns away from Stevens, and then back in here towards Jake Lee. Lee under pressure, plays it outside. Good ball here towards Hill. So I've got numbers back here at the moment, and Hill finds Kane. Kane outside here towards Byrne. Chipping the ball forwards, intercepted by Mark Nisbet, and then Dobson plays it in here for Simon Dunn. Dunn trying to flick the ball out here for Stevens to chase. That's got too much on it, and it's gone straight out of play for a throw to Weston Super Mare, taken quickly by Bauer towards Purnell, just on the edge of his 18-yard box, just being urged to come forwards a little bit, and then plays it long here looking for Myrie Williamson, headed away by Hollis. And Fraser tries to get there, but a high foot there by Diallo means it's a free kick to Slough. And Diallo just being spoken to by the referee, mostly for persistent fouling. And just calling the captain over. And I don't understand... Diallo's just walking away from the referee when he's obviously being called over by the referee to just have a little bird. I don't know why Diallo has to walk away, but it's a free kick to Slough. Nothing comes of it. And Jack Turner will take this free kick for Slough. And Turner, long ball on the far hand side, looking for Flood. Flood wins the header, finding Stevens inside the box. He's looking for a penalty, goes down, doesn't win it. Still on his knees, and the ball's being kept in here by Nurse, the left back, in towards Diallo. Diallo finding Bauer. Bauer, the tall centre back, can chip the ball forwards. I thought it had gone out of play. Gone through to Jackson. Jackson holds the ball up. Slough looking for a handball. Referee doesn't give it, and then gives a foul against Jackson for handball in the end. He finally got there. And it's a free kick to Slough just inside the Western half, taken quickly by Guy Hollis towards Fraser. Fraser gives it to Nisbet. Nisbet goes back towards his goalkeeper, and Turner just plays the ball out on the far hand side, looking for Dobson. Dobson beats the ball by Byrne. Byrne's header goes straight out of play and out for a throw, taken quickly by Slough in towards Dobson. Dobson trying to hold it up here and plays it inside towards Fraser. Fraser little ball inside to Dunn. Dunn just loses the ball. It's one back here by Diallo, played in towards Myrie Williamson, in towards Hill. Hill's got to be offside, and he is. It's a free kick. to Slough, just inside their own half. I can see. Someone's turned the lights on. Ball's here with Sean Fraser. Inside towards Manny Williams. Back out to Togwell. Here towards Manny Williams. Plays it with a bit of pace to the far hand side to Nisbet. It's one of the three centre backs. Ball played forwards here looking for the run of Flood. Flood up against Pope. Pope just plays it back in towards his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper takes a heavy touch but does really well actually to get the ball back out towards Burn. And Weston Super Mare playing out from their back forward really well. Some lovely triangle plays here, and it's played down the field for Hill from Lee. And Hill chases a lost cause and wins that lost cause on the far hand side. Now just needs a little bit of help from his teammates. Just over by the corner flag, turns away from playing inside to Diallo. Diallo finds Lee, who's got a bit of space to take a shot from distance, but unfortunately it's well wide of the goal. And it's still 2-2 here with 11 minutes of this second half played. And Jack Turner will take this goal kick for Slough. And Turner catches this ball, catches in the wind a little bit here. Underneath it is Soares, comes off the back there. It's a throw to Weston Super Mare. Nurse it is who will take this throw for the visitors here. Aimed towards Jackson. Hollis wins the first header. Jackson wins the next one, only as far as Nisbet. Nisbet's ball comes off the header Kane. Manny Williams will try and get there for Slough. Wins the header into the path of Soares. Soares' ball forwards, intercepted by Bauer. Bauer's ball, it just gets it to Diallo. And back here towards Pope. Pope playing the ball forwards here. Dunn tries to win it, but Jackson holds off the challenge. But it's given straight away to Soares. And Soares goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. And Turner just on the edge of his D. Plays it forwards here looking for Flood. Flood wins the header. Bauer wins the next one and chests the ball down. Shreds on the ball and just manages to he gets a lucky ricochet then and then played in towards Kane. Kane just goes down. The ball's here with Simon Dunn. Plays out on the far hand side here towards Dobson. Dobson coming to the edge of the 18-yard box. Takes a shot. It fizzes all the way across the goal. It needed a touch from Stevens. It didn't get it. And it's wide of the goal and out for a goal kick. Now we'll just wait for a ball to come through before the game restarts. And it's going to be Purnell, the goalkeeper, to take this goal kick for Weston. Again, likes to normally playing out short, but goes long this time. Aim towards Jackson. Jackson up against Sam Togwell. Sam Togwell wins the header. Soares then flicks on. Lee with the header away. Comes through and Manny Williams tries to win the ball. Ricochets kindly here towards Lee. Can bring the ball forward. Just overruns it. And Dobson wins it back for Slough and then gives it away. And then it's here with Weston with Diallo. Inside towards Nurse. Throat just going here. Ball's being held up well by Jackson. And then spreads it out on the far hand side towards Byrne. Good play here. First time touch into the path of Hill. Hill down this near hand side. He's got Byrne on the overlap if he needs him. Gets across into the far post. Myra Williams can't get a touch to it. He's misjudged the flight and just gets a touch and heads it out of play for a throw to Slough. My word, it's taters. Long throw here by Hollis. Intercepted though by Bauer and fed in towards Lee. Lee Hollis wins the ball back for Slough. Here with Fraser. Fraser skips past the challenge, plays it back towards Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And he's chased down by Jackson, but plays the ball forwards. Headed away by Lee for Weston Super Mare. Comes on the far hand side to Hill. Hill's touch is poor. It's won back by Dobson. Dobson little 1-2 with Dunn. Dobson now has the ball. Just treads on it. Back heels it into the path of Fraser. Fraser now finding Dunn. Dunn cuts inside and finds Manny Williams inside the D of the Western half. Inside Soares. Soares taken up a central position and finds the ball out here towards Nisbet. Nisbet inside towards Dunn. Dunn turns now Dobson. Dobson first time ball goes all the way through to the goalkeeper as he tries to put a bit of pace on the ball. And it's here with Purnell. Someone's put the lights on. It's actually made it warmer here. Ball rolls out here to Burn, the right back, left-footed right back. It's played back here though towards Pope, and he'll go back towards his goalkeeper Purnell. And Plays it forwards back here for Pope to chase. He's going to be chased down by Stevens. Pope still has the ball back here towards Bauer. Bauer across his 18-yard box towards the goalkeeper, Purnell. And Purnell this time goes long, looking for the run of Nurse. Nurse has come down the left-hand side, keeps the ball in, but one back here by Manny Williams. Williams inside here towards Simon Dunn. Dunn turns, opens up a bit of space in towards Fraser, back towards Dunn. Dunn under pressure, manages to get the ball towards Togwell. It's played out here towards Nisbet. Back in towards Dunn. Weston being urged to close down by their manager, but Fraser plays a lovely little ball out here for Hollis. Hollis cuts inside towards Williams. Williams tries to skip past the challenge. One back though by Lee, and he can bring the ball back here for Weston. Just a little bit behind Myra Williamson, but Williamson has the ball inside to Jackson. Jackson trying to hold it up in here towards Kane. Kane plays a lovely ball inside here towards Lee. Game opening up for Lee. Plays it in on the near hand side. Goalkeeper's got to come out. Challenges with his feet, and it's a good challenge by Jack Turner in the end, as Kane just couldn't get to the ball quick enough, and Turner saving with a normal on-field tackle. Ball looking for Stevens. It will come out here now towards Nisbet. Nisbet inside here towards Dobson. Dobson being forced wide into the path of Hollis. Hollis' first time ball trying to find Swords, intercepted by Nurse. Inside here towards Myri Williamson. Played back in towards Bauer. Bauer being chased down here on the far hand side by Manny Williams. Williams has won it back for Slough. He just can't keep the ball in. It's gone out of play for a throw to Weston, but Weston like to play the ball out from their two centre backs, and Slough are trying to pin them down. But Nurse will come across with this throw. 62 minutes of the game gone. Still 2-2 between the two sides. All the goals in the first half. As Nurse puts a bit of distance on his throw. Swords wins it though for Slough. Lee with the header away. One back again by Swords inside towards Flood. In towards Williams. Williams trying to hold it up here and finds Dobson. Dobson with a central position, chipping it in towards Flood. Finds Dunn. It's a great shot and a great save by the goalkeeper. The shot coming from Simon Dunn. The ball has just hit Chris Flood on the back of the back, and it's gone out of play for a goal kick. But a good shot there. Did you put that down?
I did put that down.
Okay, that's good. It's first real effort of the second half from Simon Dunn. Forced a really good save from the goalkeeper, and it went out for a goal kick in the end. And again, Weston want to play it back to Slough, put two men on their centre backs, forcing Weston to go and play long. And it's that Vanarama sign's blowing in the thing. Ball comes through here towards Flood. Flood's ball in for Williams to chase. Pope gets a touch to it, all the way back towards his goalkeeper, and then he just wrong foots Williams, who'd come forwards and then played through. And again though, Weston want to play these nice little balls forwards. It's working sometimes for them. Ball played into Nurse here towards Bauer. It's good football here by Weston, and then played forwards here for Jackson. It's come through, he's offside, and I think the Weston management team don't agree with that decision. It looks a bit of an off one to me. Ball played forwards quickly by Slough though towards Flood, in towards Williams, back here towards Flood. Flood running towards the inside towards Dunn. Dunn gets fouled, and Flood gets fouled, and it's going to be a yellow card here. I think it's going to go to Kane, the Western captain. It is Kane that gets a yellow card for Weston Super Mare on 65 minutes for the late challenge on Chris Flood. I want it to come up on the board. Why not? Oh, it's going to be a free kick here for Slough. It's a good 35 yards plus for the Rebels. James Dobson standing over it. Just a one-man wall of Kane for Weston Super Mare. Looks like Dobson may just float this ball into the box. And no, he's going to have a shot. It hits the wall and it deflects. And the goalkeeper keeps it in on the far hand side from going out for a corner. He's a bit out of his position, but clears long here for Weston Super Mare. Oh, Hollis with a mistake there. Means Mario Williams comes through on goal. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he's put it way wide of the goal, and he really should have done a lot better than that. But another mistake by Guy Hollis for Slough, and Weston really should have capitalised on that. Mario Williams should have got that on target, and it wasn't anywhere near, unfortunately. And it's out of play for a goal kick to the Rebels, which Jack Turner go across to take. And I'd love to tell you that it's getting warmer, but it's not. And so wait for Turner to take this goal kick for Slough. And his long kick headed away though by Bauer. Will come back out here to Hollis. He just heads it further back on. Flood's little pull into the path of Saws. Saws has got to try and keep the ball in. Does well to keep it in. And then tries to play it off Bauer for a throw to Slough. And Bauer just threw the ball away, much to the annoyance of the Slough fans behind the goal. And it's a throw here that Guy Hollis is going to take. So it looks like it's going to be a long one into the box. And it is a long throw into the box. Headed goal was by Slough, and it's a save by Purnell from the head of Maddie Stevens, I think that was, with the header. It's rolled out here towards Hill. Hill coming down the right hand side for Weston Super Mare. Just treads on the ball, and that allows Slough to get a few bodies behind. And here with Byrne finding Pope. Slough pressing. Weston going all the way back. Dobson chasing, and then he looks and realises that no one else is chased with him, but the ball's still here with Pope on the edge of his 18-yard box. Dobson will carry on chasing, and Pope plays it down the field, and that's the reason why they do that, because he's just kicked it straight out of play. So still 2-2 here at the moment with 67 minutes gone on the clock. And the throw comes in from Nisbet in towards Manny Williams. Chipped forward by Dobson, but comes back out here to Nisbet. Nisbet's ball played in, intercepted by Kane, and finds Byrne. Byrne trying to turn away from Williams, and turns back in towards Kane. Kane finding Lee. Lee with the clearance. One back by Sam Togwell. Not the best of clearances by Slough. Play forward here for by Byrne for Hill to chase. He's got Myra Williams. He's got Byrne coming forward. The ball's played in. Again, it's missed by Slough. Comes through to Nurse on the far hand side. Gets it across goal. And it's a goal for Hill. And Weston take the lead again for the third time in the match. And again, it's good work by George Nurse down the left hand side. And it's Gethin Hill who scores on 68 minutes with the ball played across the box. Very reminiscent of the Slough first goal of the season. Hill with his fourth goal of the season for Weston Super Mare, and they take the lead for the third time this afternoon. And just the Weston manager urging his team to keep the ball a little bit now as they've got the lead back. But first real shot that Weston have had in the second half, and they've scored from it. So this game is all about goals here this afternoon. And then it's played forward from the kickoff to Turner. Played forward, headed away though by Bauer. Comes out here towards Myrie Williams. It just hits him on the head, and then it's played out by Diali. Can't keep it in. He's gone out to play for a throw to Slough. And Hollis will take this for the Rebels. Inside here towards Fraser. Back in towards Hollis. Hollis coming down the near side. Gets a little touch. Little ricochet for Slough. Finds Stevens on the edge of the box. Plays out on the far hand side here towards Dobson. Dobson on the 18-yard box. Gets across. It's blocked and goes out for a corner to the Rebels. And it's going to be an in-swinging corner. So out-swinging corner here for the Rebels from James Dobson on that far hand side. Dobson just waiting for a bit of movement. Here it comes through to the near post, aimed towards Nisbet. Comes out here towards Dunn. Dunn takes a shot. It takes a third. Still going around. Stevens wrist brings it back away from goal and then scoops it over the top of the bar. And I think that Nisbet was maybe a little bit better placed there for the effort, but just wide of the goal. And it's a chance for Weston to just calm down a little bit here and get themselves together. And it's taken quickly here by Purnell. Ball doesn't go. It doesn't go out. That's a free kick. It's a free kick to Slough. Ball didn't go out the box. He can't. No, rubbish. He didn't kick it out the box. They get to retake the kick to Weston, and this time they smash it long. Hollis underneath it for Slough. Then Hill with the header, only as far as Fraser. Fraser's ball intercepted by Pope. Plays it forwards here, and Hollis in a foot race with Myrie Williams, so just guides him into the barriers there. And Hollis has already been booked here this afternoon, so I got a funny feeling that he's going to be leaving the pitch. And here comes the red card. Yet Guy Hollis gets a second yellow card, and Slough are now down to 10 men. So Guy Hollis, brought back into the side, is off the pitch. Just as he and Myrie Williams were chasing for the ball, Hollis just gave him a little nudge into the fencing here. And it's a second yellow card, a red card for Hollis. He's still on the pitch arguing it at the moment. I don't understand why. He's got to just leave it and take it. Myrie Williams just being treated here on the ground at the moment. He seems to be alright because he's a little bit further away from where it actually happened. So, but Slough now have an uphill task for this afternoon. Down to 10 men and 3-2 down here at home. And Hollis not had one of the better games since he's come into the team. He's at fault for 2 of the 3 goals this afternoon and then gets himself sent off. So, yeah, not the best of starts, and it looks like Slough may make a substitution, and I think it's going to be Lee Togwell that will be the player that comes on. And Myrie Williams is back on his feet. He's up and around, but he did get a push. It's the correct decision by the referee there. I don't think anyone in the ground's really disputing that. The thing is, though, it's actually gone. It's a Slough throw, so maybe he didn't need to actually do that. Is the upcome of it? But Slough now have a lot of hard work now. Down to 10 men. They've got to try and come back into this game. They're 3-2 down here to Weston Super Mare. And James Robinson just asking if that means he's banned for Gillingham. I got a funny feeling that does mean that he's banned for the next game. Now a foul by Nisbet means a free kick to Weston, and this is a good position for them, 25 yards away from goal. And Slough just at the moment just arguing with the referee rather than letting their football do the talking. And it's a free kick here for Weston. It looks like Nurse, the left back, is the player standing over this free kick. 25 yards off. It's in between the 18 and the 6-yard box lining. And it's Nurse who's going to take this free kick. He scored already this afternoon and he set up the 3rd goal. Can he set up a 4th one here for our visitors? 2-man wall here for the Rebels. He's going to try and play this in hard and low. It comes off there, and it's been kept in on the. Well, I thought that he kept it in, but unfortunately Kane just overran it. It's a goal kick here to Slough, and Dobson's down injured inside the box here for the Rebels. It looks like he's holding his face, and Dobson's just getting back to it, just holding the side of his face there, but he seems to be all right there, and we'll shake that off. So Slough have now got to do this the hard way. Down to 10 men, 3-2 down here with just 15 plus minutes on the clock. It looks like Slough heading for another defeat at home here. Ball play forwards to Flood. Comes off the head of Bauer. Headed on by Diallo. Williams will win it back here for Slough and plays it here towards Fraser. Fraser's gone in as the 3rd centre-back. Ball played forwards here towards Byrne. Byrne takes it down and hooks it clear. Kept in here by Hill, but he can't keep it in all the way. It's gone out of play for a throw to Slough, which Nisbet will take. Nisbet trying to find Dobson. Dobson flicks the ball back out here towards Nisbet. Nisbet down the line to Stevens. Stevens here towards Nisbet. Nisbet's ball inside finding Dunn. Dunn trying to turn and create a bit of space. Plays it in here towards Swords on the edge of the box. Finding Williams. Inside here towards Dunn. Dunn back out here towards Dobson as Nisbet had gone forwards for Slough. Dobson still has the ball, plays in towards Flood. Flood's ball, he just gets it towards Dunn, and Slough move it quickly from Dobson here towards Williams. Williams with a chance to chip the ball forward to the edge of the box for Stevens. Stevens got a bit of help from this near hand side from Fraser. Back in towards Williams. Williams trying to play it in towards Dunn. Dunn flicking the ball in. Saw's trying to get through on the no-hand side, and he just, in theory, just kind of eased himself out of that, didn't he, a little bit there. Saw the goalkeeper come in and just turned away, and it's gone out to play for a goal kick to Weston Super Mare. And Purnell's now in no hurry to take this one. And Weston want to take a... The goalkeeper's just gone down in the penalty area. And Weston want to make a substitution. Yes, the goalkeeper's just gone down in the penalty. There's no one near him. And he's going to need some treatment. The substitution will be coming off is number 10, Myrie Williams. Coming on is number 15, Jamie Lucas. 10. Slowly coming off. And Myrie Williams coming off. He turned around and clapped the Slough fans. I think he's forgotten that they're at the other end. But Myrie Williams exits and on comes Lucas. But Purnell still getting some treatment down in the box in his own penalty area, and still Purnell just getting some treatment to his foot. It looks like he just went down, no one near him. And it's a long wait here for the treatment to happen. Purnell just getting his boot on now. And it's still getting some treatment is Purnell. Seems to be okay, just having trouble doing his boots up really. But here he goes, he's up to his feet now. And the referee will add those good couple of minutes on, hopefully. As the goalkeeper's just got to wait now for him to put his gloves on. So there you go, just got to wait for him to put his gloves on. Now he's ready, the game might actually restart. It's a long kick here by the goalkeeper, who's recovered fantastically from that injured foot to launch the ball massively down the field. And it's gone off the head of Fraser for a throw to Weston, taken quickly by Nurse, chipping the ball out now after a little 1-2 lead in towards Byrne. Byrne goes all the way back towards his goalkeeper Purnell. Slough down to 10 men, remember, so their pressing's a little bit less. Ball play forwards looking for Hill. Hill up against Nisbet. Hill holds the ball in and then it gets clattered by Nisbet. Nisbet's going to get a yellow card at least for that. And Diallo here. Slough losing their heads a little bit here. And we're just going to see if it's a yellow, because we've done this before with Martin Nisbet and it turned out to be the wrong colour. So we will wait, but it's definitely a card for Nisbet. And looks like Slough will make a substitution of Lee Togwell coming on in a second. Just going to wait to see whether he flashes him a yellow. It looks like it will be a yellow card. Yeah, yellow card here to Mark Nisbet on 80 minutes, and then a substitution for Slough. Coming on is 14 is Lee Togwell. Coming off is Mark Nisbet, who's just committed that foul. So he comes on for 5. I know, you've got the little photos of the players now. It's good, isn't it? He hasn't taken a substitution. Weston Super Mare trying their luck there. They take the free kick while the substitution's being made. And I think that Slough are just a little bit unhappy with Weston Super Mare there. And then he's just left the ball right there. He's just cooked the ball away. And Slough just a little bit annoyed by the unsportsmanlike behaviour here from the substitute Lucas. He'd just gone to get the ball from the corner flag where it had gone and just kicked it down the side. The free kick's like totally on the other side of the pitch, which has annoyed some of these Slough fans in this crowd here this afternoon. But it's going to be a free kick on the far hand side. Nurse will be the player that takes this for Weston Super Mare. Plays into the box. Everyone looking for a free kick. It's a free kick against Bauer and a free kick to Slough. And you can tell it's pantomime season here at Slough here at the moment. It's the Weston Super Mare manager is just complaining about that challenge, not being much of a foul. And the ball played for Slough, still with a free formation here at the moment. Here with Simon Dunn. Plays it out here to Lee Togwell, who's playing one of the three centre backs. And Togwell now has the ball, plays into his brother Sam Togwell, back here towards Lee Togwell, in towards Manny Williams, back out towards Lee, and then inside here towards Sam Togwell. And he spreads it here to Fraser. It looks as though Slough think that they're in the lead here, the way they played. Ball played forwards here towards Swords. Takes a little touch in the air. Stevens gets his body to it. Comes back out here towards Swords. Just overruns it. Ball bounces around still with Swords. Swords has got Dobson on the left-hand side. Plays it. Crozier hit in first time. It's blocked by Bauer. And then Nurse with the clearance for Weston. Goes over the head of Lucas. And Sam Togwell will chase the ball back here and plays it back towards Jack Turner. And the ball played here towards Lee Togwell. Inside towards Dunn. Dunn coming deep to pick the ball up for Slough. In towards Dobson. Dobson finding Lee Togwell. Lee Togwell under pressure, has to go back towards his goalkeeper. And it's played back here towards Turner. Turner, a little ball out now to Sam Togwell. Anyone would think that Slough were really winning this game, the way they're playing. There's no urgency in their play whatsoever. And the ball played in here towards Manny Williams. Is set to come real deep to come and pick this ball up. Inside towards Fraser. Fraser now inside towards Dunn. Slough under pressure from the fact that Weston have got 11 men on the pitch. They know they've only got 10. And Weston are pressing high up on the Slough Town defence. Turner goes long, trying to find Flood. Headed away by Byrne. Little ball comes out here towards Dunn. Inside here towards James Dobson. Dobson crosses first time. It's not the best of crosses. Goes straight out of play. And our play for a goal kick to the visitors. And again, Purnell just taking his time with that there. And the Slough fans just having a word here. They don't think that, they think Purnell's time wasting, which he is, but he's getting away with it. So if the referee's going to let you, Dave the Rave Mister who got sent off, it was Guy Hollis. And long ball forwards, played here towards Lucas, hits him on the fine, runs down here towards Kane. Kane back in here towards Nurse. Nurse with the ball over the top for the run of Lucas. Lucas is onside, holding the ball up here for the visitors, right by the corner flag, trying to make for a little bit of movement. Comes from Kane. Kane finding Nurse. Nurse just plays it across here towards Lee, who's got a bit of space. Just plays it back in here towards Kane. Again with some more pace. Back post. He's offside though, is Hill. And it's a free kick to Slough, taken quickly here by the Rebels with Lee Togwell. And played forwards. That's right, the scoreboard's working, don't worry, it's all working. Ball played forwards here, one back again by Lee Togwell. Slough just so, they've got no tempo whatsoever here this afternoon. They really are lacklustre. And the ball's cleared by Byrne. Lee Togwell, a little cushion header on towards Dobson. Dobson heads it inwards and it's one back by Slough here with Flood. In towards Saws. Saws shoots from distance, it's blocked by Bauer. Comes here towards Jackson for Weston Super Mare, holding the ball up really well, under pressure from Saws, and he finds a little ball inside towards Nurse. Nurse challenges and loses it. Oh, ball's here for Stevens, first chance for him, gets into the box, trying to turn inside, 1 foot, saved by the goalkeeper, comes back out here towards Manny Williams on the edge of the box. Williams trying to create a bit of space. Williams just playing the ball out here towards Saws, picks him out, Swords hits it, it's blocked, comes back out though towards Swords. Inside towards Simon Dunn. Dunn trying to go across. Weston with players back. Now they Slough go backwards, they get their players back out. Here's with Lee Togwell to Sam Togwell. In towards Fraser. Oh, back towards Sam Togwell. The ball's got to go forwards. Goes forwards here looking for Flood. Nurse with the header away. Inside towards Lee. Lee hooks the ball forwards looking for Lucas. Sam Togwell gets a touch to it, but it's won back here by Diallo. Finding Jackson. Jackson just keeps hold of the ball down this left-hand side. Manny Williams has won it off him. Williams now bringing the ball forwards. Just played the ball in. Bauer hooks it into that night sky. Fraser just heads it forward, trying to find Stevens. Stevens trying to get goal side. Gets into the box, still being pushed off it. Great challenge by Byrne to clear the ball. And he runs into his own goalkeeper. And Dobson's going across to say that he's faking it. And Purnell suddenly gets to his feet. And now Byrne's gone down injured. So we had 30 minutes of extra time on Tuesday evening. I think we get 30 minutes of injury time here. All the goalkeepers up. He's fine. He's fine. Burns up. Everyone's fine. And Dobson's gone across to... he wants to get the ball back. The referee, I don't think, knows what's going on here this afternoon. It's a throw to Slough on the far hand side. The referee now saying that Slough can take it. It's here with Lee Togwell. He needs a bit of help. Comes into the throw towards Flood. Back here towards Lee Togwell. Crosses in first time. Diallo with the clearance. Geffen Hill with the header away. Only as far as Dobson. Dobson volleys the ball in. Flicks off the top of the head of Simon Dunn and wide of the goal. So we've got about 3 minutes of normal time. And Purnell again just time wasting here. Again the referee not picking up on it. Much to the disappointment of the Slough management team and the fans behind the goal, who are getting a little bit incensed with this. But again, the referee's not doing anything. Slough management team just having a word with the linesman, and he's saying that it's up to the referee to deal with. Ball play forward here towards Lucas. His header comes the wrong way and finds Soars. Soars running directly in towards Stevens. Stevens turns his man brilliant down this near hand side. Crosses first time. Oh, Soars has missed it. It goes all the way through to the back post, where it'll be kept alive by Simon Dunn. In here towards Dobson. Dobson cuts inside onto his right foot. Shoots from distance. It's well wide of the goal though, but a good chance there. But just further times for Purnell to take his time. Again, the referee not going to do anything about it. And I think we're going to have at least 4 or 5 minutes of added time. We're just waiting for that to be signalled in front of us. And it's Purnell to take this goal kick. Long into that dark sky. Underneath it is Lee Togwell for Slough. Headed on. Swords trying to play in a more central role. Poor touch by him. Ball over the top here for Lucas to chase. Comes to Turner. Turner volleys the ball clear for Slough. Byrne heads it up in the air. Only as far as Dobson. Dobson trying to play it forwards here for Stevens to chase. Pope comes along and heads it up and looks to go out of play. Kane gets a touch to it. It has gone out of play for a throw to Slough, and Lee Togwell will go across to take it for Slough. Inside towards Dobson. Oh, Dobson can't get there, and Byrne hammers it down the field. Lucas underneath it. Sam Togwell pushes him in the back. It's a free kick to Weston Super Mare. And a free kick here for the visitors. They lead 3-2 here. We're into a minute of normal time. Ball's here with Hill down this near hand side. He's just trying to eat some time up. Oh, cuts inside past Lee Togwell, but Togwell gets a little bit of a challenge to it. The ball back here though, won by Diallo. Inside towards Hill. Hill trying to turn. Gets it back out here towards Lee. Finding Kane, and then he'll play it back here towards Byrne. Weston know they can keep the ball here up in this part of the pitch. Oh, a little backheel by Diallo. Releases Byrne down the right hand side. He's going to look to play it in short here towards Lucas. Lucas just by the byline. Holds the ball up here by the corner flag. Slough trying to steal the ball off it with Togwell. Togwell's ball goes out of play for a throw to Weston Super Mare. And again, they take their time with this throw down the far hand side. We're just going to see how many minutes. 6 minutes of added time here this afternoon. And a shot comes in from distance. It takes a deflection off Swords and goes out for a corner. And it's going to be, again, Weston taking their time with this. I think Slough have kind of realised it's pretty much over because they're not trying to hurry up. They're not in the referee's ear or anything like this. And the referee he's still not hurrying up the opposition. So while he allows it to go on, Weston Super Mare will carry on with their time wasting until the referee decides that it is. They take the corner right by that corner flag, and again Jackson trying to hold it off. It's Dunn who gets in there and wins it. Comes off a Weston player for a throw to Slough. It's going to be Sean Fraser to take this throw. Most probably the wrong person. You must need a long throw person in there to take it, but he's in the changing room. Ball headed on by Williams, only as far as Jackson. Jackson skipping past a couple of challenges. Diamond wins it back though for Slough. In towards Flood. Flood's ball's given away towards Lee. Lee chips the ball forwards. Lucas ducks underneath it, and Jackson will keep it in down by the corner flag. Doesn't need to get the ball in. Slough need to win the ball back, but they can't win it back. Jackson goes towards the corner flag. Just overruns it, and then Flood wins a free kick, a soft free kick. It's a free kick for Slough right by their own corner flag. I'm going to leave it for Turner to come across to take. And Turner, long kick down the field here for Slough. Free header for Bauer to head away. Comes here towards Lee Togwell, up against Hill. Hill holds him up and keeps hold of the ball, and then can Turner run down the right hand side towards the corner flag. Only Lucas in the box for him, so he's just going to run it down the side and runs towards the corner flag, trying to keep it in there. He's holding off 3 players, does well, and then finds the ball in towards Diallo. Diallo finding Byrne. Byrne chipping the ball forward here for Lucas. Lucas is offside. And then kicks the ball away. And then stands in front of it. How is it not a yellow card, referee? I mean, he's kicked the ball away. Then he's kicked the ball away again! Oh my giddy aunt! Finally he gives him a yellow card. It's terrible refereeing. It's taken him 3 times to kick the ball away before he finally gives him a yellow card on the 93rd minute. I mean, if you're not going to do it for the first time, what's the point of doing it on the 3rd time that he does it? It's a free kick here for Slough to take. Jack Turner underneath it. Just 3 minutes of the added time left. Long ball in, played in towards Swords. Swords wins the header. Dunn tries to flick it on towards Flood. Flood gets a ricochet. Finding ball outside here towards Williams. Williams shoots, but it's high and over the top of the bar, and it's out for a goal kick. Did you mark that? Yeah. And again, Slough just... it's been a very flat performance from them this afternoon. Weston have been the better of the teams. They scored the better of the goals, and they've played some good football. Slough have been totally flat. Is it a come down after the Lord's Mayor show on Tuesday evening? Is there a bit of tiredness in some of the players here? Long ball played forwards here for Jackson, looking for a foul. It doesn't count. Ball's gone out of play. It's a throw to the Rebels. Slough will take it quickly here with Sam Togwell. 2 balls on the pitch, but the referee's going to let the play off. Goes out for another throw to Slough. Sam Togwell will take this throw here. Long throw to come into the box here, looking for Flood. Headed away by Diallo. It's going to be another throw for Slough. And again, Sam Togwell comes across to take this. And Togwell just arches his back over, throws the ball in. Bauer heads it away for Weston. Sam Togwell then heads it back in the box. It's hooked clear by Pope, and out for another throw right by the corner flag for Slough. And again, Sam Togwell is the player that looks to put this long throw in. Headed away by Diallo. Comes to the edge of the box where Dobson tries to get it. Hits him on the hand. It's a second yellow card. It's the same player. He's going to go. Is he going to book him? He clearly puts his hand up to block the ball. So he's got to get a second yellow card, surely. The referee today has been a bit slack this afternoon. And it's a free kick to Slough, 25 yards away from goal. Could this be their last bit? We've got a minute of the 6 added times on there. It's Dobbo to take this free kick. He goes for goal. It's just over the top of the bar. Just clips the netting on the top and out for a goal kick. Still Slough 2, Weston Super Mare 3 here at the moment. We've got 30 seconds of the added time to go forwards. Purnell again taking this goal kick. Weston just hanging on here. That man advantage that they've got. Long kick down the field, aimed towards Hill. Lee Togwell just climbs into the back of him. Sam Togwell plays the ball down the field. Is it going to be too close to the goalkeeper? Stevens tries to get there, but the goalkeeper comes and dives on it. And then dives on top of the ball, just waiting a little bit there. But it looks like Weston Super Mare heading for victory in this FA Trophy competition here. They've won more cups. That's it. The final whistle here at Arbour Park. And Weston Super Mare belie their position at the bottom of the table as they've won here 3-2. They've won more cup games this season than they have league games this season. And they go away here into the next round of the FA Trophy. And Slough are out of one of the cups, but they've still got that big one to go through. It's Weston Super Mare who go through. The Weston goalkeeper just sarcastically clapping the Slough fans behind the goal there. And the Bar Hardy small band of Weston fans who have made the journey down here have seen their team progress through to the next round of the trophy. Slough losing at home again in November. And it's the Slough players just going over to clap the fans for their things. It has been a very flat performance from the Rebels. It's been a very flat day as well, really. So it's been grey, it's been overcast, it's not been the best. And as soon as the final whistle gone, people have gone running into the bar behind there. So it's finished here. Weston Super Mare winning 3-2 here at Arbour Park. So just please be aware, obviously, that as it stands at the moment, there will be no Rebels radio next Saturday, and there won't be one on Sunday as it stands at the moment. The Weston Super Mare players have just gone over and they've actually shaken the hands of that very small band of about 5 or 6 fans from Weston over. They've gone around and shaken every single fan's hand, which is a real good sign from Weston Super Mare. They're through to the next round as well. So we might not be commentating on the FA Cup game next week. We'll keep you up to date with more details. It's not the be all and the end of the world, because if you're most people going to be here anyway. If you're not, then you'll be able to see the live highlights on bits on BBC. But until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please, if you have got a little bit of time, please donate to mydonate.bt.com/fundraisers /Slough Town FC. I'm off to warm up, work behind the bar for a little bit, and then I'm going to sleep out in this cold weather. Thank you all for listening in. Thank you for joining in on the chat rooms as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and it's going to be the big one next weekend as the next time we're back. So until then, thank you very much.
This guy, another one who's stitching me up. Thank you, Peter. That's what I'll do. As long as you want to cut my glasses, a little bit of notice would be handy, and the team sheet would also come in quite handy.
Well, we didn't have anyone doing it, so.
Assume